Sydney Sweeney is blaming you for the backlash she got from her bathwater soap. It's been 3 months since anyone has cared about this situation, but Sydney is now going to defend herself.
You guys, Sydney Sweeney has officially broken her silence on the whole bathwater fiasco. Yeah, the collab that had the internet in shambles, she's come out to address it head on, so let's dive into this mess and see what she really had to say. Because if you remember, she was under a ton of scrutiny at the time. This ad blew up online since it was so controversial that people were accusing her of setting feminism back and contributing to the objectification of women. Alright, enough chatter, let's dive in. So Sydney recently spoke with the Wall Street Journal, reflecting on the social media frenzy over her bathwater inspired limited edition soap collab with men's grooming brand Dr. Squatch, a drop that sold out within seconds, you guys. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal published on Wednesday, Sydney addressed her side hustles away from Hollywood, which range from selling Miu Miu bags to the limited edition soap. Now, as we know, though Sydney doesn't lend too much of her attention to online chatter, she told the outlet she didn't expect the negative reaction she received when the soap was first announced, saying, "I think it's important to have a finger on the pulse of what people are saying, because everything is a conversation with the audience." Now, this limited edition collab dropped after she had already made waves with some flirty Dr. Squatch ads. When it launched in May, Sydney posted on Instagram, "You kept asking about my bathwater after the Dr. Squatch ad, so we kept it."
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body? Watch. Well, you can't have it. Because this isn't for boys. It's for men.
When Sydney's bathwater soap collab went viral, it sparked a bigger conversation about feminism and the sexualization of women in pop culture. Critics argue that marketing something so intimately tied to her body, especially with suggestive ads, reinforced objectification rather than empowerment. Many debated whether this move sent a message that women's value is still linked to their sexual appeal, effectively setting feminism back, and questioned if turning a personal body-related product into a marketing stunt shows that the sexualization of women in media has gone too far. Now, it's been a while, and Sydney has this to say to the Wall Street Journal regarding all the backlash she's gotten this year. She said, "It was mainly the girls making comments about it, which I thought was really interesting." Sydney continued, "They all loved the idea of Jacob Elordi's bathwater," referencing the viral risque scene in Jacob Elordi's 2023 movie Saltburn. At the time of its launch, Sydney said that the Dr. Squatch soap was a response to fan demand, and quote, "When your fans start asking for your bathwater, you can either ignore it or turn it into a bar of Dr. Squatch soap," Sydney said of her bathwater bliss soap. Only 5,000 bars of the $8 app were made and sold in June and were quickly put up for sale on eBay for between $100 and $2,000. The world is insane. And opinions are definitely split following her response.
Listen, I know the Sydney Sweeney discourse has been beaten to death, but I have been waiting for somebody on her team to bring up the controversy around her bathwater and compare it to the Jacob Elordi bathwater, because it is such a false equivalency, and it's one that I fear people are going to fall for. Now, in proper pick-me fashion, Sydney Sweeney's comment saying it was mainly the girls making comments about it, which I thought was really interesting. They all loved the idea of Jacob Elordi's bathwater. Now listen, I don't expect the woman who thought that this campaign was a good idea to understand the nuance and the difference between profiting off of selling something like your bathwater and somebody on Etsy making a candle, calling it Jacob Elordi's bathwater, and selling. These are not the same thing. I am by no means a Jacob Elordi stan, and nor am I out here trying to defend a man, but the only way that Sydney Sweeney's comparison works is if Jacob Elordi himself had been the one selling the Jacob Elordi bathwater candle. And even if he did decide to do that for whatever reason, it would make sense because it would be tied to promoting a film. This scene had audiences all over the world literally screaming. And it would also tie in with other merch that the production and the marketing team had put out, like this liquid vinyl.
People all over Facebook chimed in, and some of the reactions are pretty mixed. The only use for used bathwater is to put it down the drain, in my opinion. Women are 9 times out of 10 more likely to buy her product. Women in general are bigger consumers and buyers, so insulting them / negatively highlighting them may not be the best choice to make. This person quotes, "Don't try to understand women. Women understand women, and they hate each other." This person goes, "I mean, I saw everyone criticize it except for a handful full of desperate dudes. Never made sense to me. I am an avid user of Dr. Squatch's soap, but do you remember the commercials? Over the top silly, but one day I picked up a limited edition bar because I noticed it had heavy grit. It's just good soap, but come on. Her bathwater would have cleaning products, makeup, and body oils in it. How well would that soap clean you? This person writes, Jacob Elordi's was in a movie, not a real life marketing ploy. Yes! This person said it was all mean girls doing the comments. Now, this isn't the only major controversy Sweeney has found herself in, because not too long ago, we all know she was all over the headlines thanks to this new American Eagle campaign. If you've been living under a rock, she delivered the line, genes are passed down from parents to offspring, talking about GENES, like your genetics. And then she goes, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. And then she goes, my genes, talking about her bottoms, like the jeans she's wearing, are blue.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
The clip instantly sparked controversy, with people accusing the brand and Sweeney promoting eugenics or dropping subtle nods to Nazi propaganda. The backlash blew up so much that everyone from Lizzo and Doja Cat to Stephen Colbert, Vice President J.D. Vance, and even Donald Trump chimed in, you guys. Yes, here's what Trump had to say.
Actress Sydney Sweeney, it came out this weekend that she was a registered Republican. Any thoughts on that?
That who was?
Sydney Sweeney, she's like a very hot actress right now.
She's a registered Republican?
Yes.
Oh, now I love her ad. Is that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans. That's what I wouldn't have known, but I'm glad you told me that. If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay, thank you very much.
An American Eagle, the company, later tried to clear the air with a statement writing, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes. Her story will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence their way. Great genes look good on everyone. So that's what's been going on with Sydney Sweeney, you guys, and this whole bathwater drama, from viral chaos to her finally speaking out. But what do you guys think? Was this all just harmless marketing, or did it cross a line? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to know. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.